The poor man's version of investing that destroys wealth. Have you ever wondered why so many people who seem financially responsible, with steady jobs, savings accounts, and retirement plans, still struggle to get ahead? Why they work hard, follow all the rules, and yet never truly build wealth? The truth is, most people aren't investing. They're pretending to invest, following a version of wealth building that feels safe but quietly destroys their potential. Today, we're breaking down the poor man's version of investing, how it traps millions in financial stagnation, and how to break free from the mindset that keeps you broke. Before we start, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell too, so you never miss guidance that can transform your financial mindset. The illusion of investing. Most people mistake saving for investing. They park money in low-interest accounts, retirement funds, or fixed deposits, believing they're building wealth. But what they're really doing is protecting money, not multiplying it. The poor man's version of investing is rooted in fear. He invests to avoid loss, not to create gain. Real investors see money as a tool for growth. They learn how to make it work for them, while the poor man works for it endlessly. Wealthy investors understand leverage, time, and compounding. They know money is energy. It needs movement to expand. Saving alone is like planting a seed and never watering it. It feels responsible, but it never grows into anything meaningful. The save and pray trap. Generations have been taught the same formula. Work hard, save money, and one day you'll be secure. But inflation quietly erodes those savings, and the rising cost of living makes it impossible to save your way to freedom. You can't build wealth in a system designed to make cash lose value over time. Yet most people keep doing what feels safe, saving, waiting, and hoping. But hope isn't a wealth strategy. The wealthy don't pray for growth. They plan for it. They study, take action, and position their money where it can grow through assets, ownership, and intelligent risk. The poor man hides from risk, but in doing so hides from opportunity too. Why most people stay stuck? Most people never become true investors because they never change their identity. They buy to feel successful. A car, a house, a vacation, and call it investing. But these purchases rarely create wealth. They drain it. If your subconscious mind is programmed for scarcity, it will always find ways to sabotage your progress. Many of our beliefs about money are formed before age 7. If you grew up hearing money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people are greedy, those thoughts quietly shape your financial behavior today. To change your results, you must reprogram your beliefs. Grow your self-worth, and your net worth will naturally follow. Fear versus growth. The poor man invests from fear of loss, change, or risk. He sticks to what feels safe, even when it keeps him stuck. The wealthy see fear as feedback. They take calculated risks, learn from mistakes, and grow wiser with every lesson. The poor avoid failure. The rich evolve through it. That mindset shift turns fear into fuel for growth. If any of this is clicking so far, just take a moment to like this video. It signals to your mind that this is information worth remembering, and it helps this message reach others who need it. The diversification myth. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Sounds smart, until you realize spreading too little across too many things stops growth altogether. The poor diversify to avoid loss. The rich diversify to protect success. In the beginning, focus creates results. Once you master your craft and build real gains, then diversify to secure them. Splitting attention too early weakens everything. Emotional investing. Most people let emotion run their money. When markets drop, they panic. When prices rise, they FOMO. Their fear of missing out make them poor investment choices. They chase highs and lose on the lows. The wealthy think long-term. They stay calm, use data, and trust the process. To build lasting wealth, master emotion first. Emotional control creates consistency, and consistency builds fortune. The illusion of good debt. Society praises mortgages, student loans, and car payments as good debt. But debt used to consume, not produce, is still a liability. Buying a house you can barely afford or a degree that doesn't yield value doesn't build wealth. It traps you in lifelong payments. The rich use debt differently. They borrow to build, not to buy. They use other people's money to acquire assets that generate income and cover their debt automatically. Debt isn't good or bad, it's a tool. The outcome depends on how intelligently you use it. The set it and forget it lie. Society often praises mortgages, student loans, and car payments as good debt, painting a picture that borrowing is inherently smart. But the truth is, debt that consumes rather than produces is still a liability, no matter what anyone tells you. Buying a house you can barely afford, taking out loans for degrees that don't increase your earning potential, or financing luxury items under the guise of investment rarely builds wealth. Instead, it traps you in a cycle of monthly payments, interest, and financial stress that can last decades. The wealthy approach debt with a completely different mindset. They borrow strategically to acquire assets that generate income, properties, businesses, or investments, rather than liabilities that drain cash flow. These assets often pay for themselves over time, meaning the borrowed money works for them, not against them. Debt itself is neutral. It's neither inherently good nor bad. The outcome depends entirely on how you use it. Used wisely, debt can accelerate wealth creation, providing leverage to grow your net worth faster than relying solely on your own capital. Used poorly, it keeps you trapped in scarcity, stress, and financial stagnation. Understanding the distinction between debt that builds wealth and debt that drains it is critical. Shifting your mindset from fear of borrowing to strategic use of capital can transform your financial trajectory, turning what most people see as a risk into a powerful tool for long-term abundance. Time alone doesn't create wealth. People love to say, just give it time. But time alone doesn't grow money. Knowledge does. If your money is sitting in poor investments, time amplifies those mistakes. Compounding only works when what's compounding is valuable. Wealthy people don't wait for luck. They make time work through systems, automated income, investments, and businesses that earn even while they sleep. You can't depend on time to build wealth if you're not intentional about how it's used. The identity shift. True investing begins with a mindset shift, from preservation to creation. You're not just managing money, you're building a financial ecosystem. Stop saying, I can't afford it. Instead, ask, how can I afford it? That single question activates creativity and opens new paths to opportunity. The poor focus on cutting expenses, the rich focus on expanding income. The difference isn't effort, it's perspective. Once your subconscious believes wealth is possible for you, you'll start taking actions that align with abundance instead of scarcity. Breaking the cycle. Escaping the poor man's version of investing starts with awareness. Ask yourself, am I investing out of fear or strategy? Do I truly understand where my money is going? Are my choices helping me grow or just keeping me comfortable? The first and best investment you'll ever make is in yourself. By resetting, recoding, rewiring, and reprogramming your money mindset. No amount of education, luck, or skill will make you rich. The money game is 80% mindset and only 20% skill set. When you shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset, you will be able to attract lasting and permanent wealth. You will then magnetize money into your life instead of repel it. If you are ready to become a money magnet and be even better at managing it, click the link in the description and we will help you to rewire your money mindset. If your version of investing has been about safety, saving, or following the crowd, you've been operating in the poor man's version of wealth building. But it's not your fault. It's conditioning. You were taught to work hard, avoid risk, and cling to comfort. But real wealth lives on the other side of fear. To change your financial future, you must change your financial programming. Think abundance. Learn the rules of leverage, compounding, and cash flow. Don't play to avoid losing, play to win. Once you shift from protecting money to multiplying it, your financial reality transforms. If this message resonated, hit like, subscribe, and comment what part spoke to you most. And remember, once you know how to grow your self-worth, you will automatically grow your net worth.